Do you want me to start? Okay.
I don't know.
Welcome back.
Welcome
Welcome back.
back.
Happy New Year. This is the
Happiest
first
year.
one of
Is it?
2023.
uh, it is. Oh my God. I was like, no, it's not. It is.
Yes, it is
We've
actually.
already, yeah, I think, yeah. Okay, that's great. It is the first of.
Even though Jessica and I talk every day, she's just
That's
like,
kind
where
of where
are
I'm
we?
confused. I'm like, I'm pretty sure we've recorded this year, but we have recorded, but not for an episode. We've recorded for our reading we did
Yeah.
yesterday.
One of our
Oh,
our lucky winners, we did our reading yesterday, which
yes.
is awesome.
Yes.
We loved it. We had so much fun. We hope that she benefited just as much as we did because we
Mm-hmm.
had such a great time with her. So
So good. And I was said to Brittany, like, as soon as we popped on, that I'm like still riding the wave of like the high of my energy. Like,
yeah.
I don't know about you, but yeah, it was so like I was vibing right after that reading. I was like, fuck
Yeah.
yeah, it was such a good reading. Like, you know when you like
Totally.
get that affirmation that like, yeah, I did the thing. And then like this
Yeah.
morning, I was so fucking tired. I had to have a nap when Marie was napping.
Oh, I believe it.
I was so
Yeah.
tired, but now I'm like, oh, like it's crazy.
Like we could do it again. Well, and that's
Exactly.
it. Like it's funny how readings can affect everybody so differently, whether you're
Yeah.
getting it or giving it. And yesterday, right after our session, I needed to go to Cairo. And with my chiropractor, every couple of months they do a scan on your back so that way
Mm-hmm.
they can see like where the inflammation is,
Super neat.
what's like, how do I say this?
Where like the energy flow is going, I think, right? Or like where there's like a
Yes, and like what's
blockage.
awake, what's blocked,
Hmm.
what's asleep, whatever.
Yeah.
And the one thing they tried to do on me 6 times wouldn't work. She had to like restart her computer a bunch of times. Like they just got the scanner like actually fixed. So there shouldn't be an issue, but it was like, no, not working on me. So
Just too much.
as me and my car were talking afterwards, she was apologizing. I was like, no, it's fine. I don't care. It's not a big deal. I'll be back in 2 weeks anyway. It doesn't matter.
Exactly. Yeah.
And she's like, sometimes energetically, blah, 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 they don't want, like, it's just not meant to be. And I was like, well, funny you say that. I didn't actually close the door after the reading. So energetically, there was probably just too much energy in
There's
that
just way
room.
too
It
much
just wasn't going to
happening.
work. Yeah.
Exactly. Didn't close it off. I just
Yeah.
thought about that in bed last night. Because like again, the time changes a bitch. So like I can't remember what
Yeah.
time we finished the reading. It was about 9 or so. And
It
then I
was
got
three
everything
o'clock our
wrapped up.
time. Yeah.
Yeah. And then did I work last night? I think I did some work last night. I have no fucking clue. Anyways, by the time I like thought about closing it, I was like, oh fuck, it's like 11 o'clock and I'm like in bed. So what am I doing in bed? I'm like,
Just getting it off.
and I'm like,
Right?
thank you for your energy, guys. But like I would like
No
my own
kidding.
back now. I've got my own things to
Yeah.
deal with. Yeah.
And they're like, okay, well, here's 12 hours of sleep. And you're like,
Yeah,
okay.
exactly. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Well, it's funny. Well, even so, after that, because energy's still moving, I had messaged Jessica at like 6 a.m. her time, 12
Mm-hmm.
or like midnight our time.
Mm-hmm.
And Jessica and I had been talking for a couple days over this picture of Maria.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, here we go. Close the door
Our
and
dog
both
just
dogs,
arrived in.
both
Yeah,
dogs
both
decided to jump
dogs.
in. They're like, we hate closed doors.
We heard you're talking to Auntie Jess and
Yeah,
Maria,
pretty much.
and
Yeah. They're
yeah,
like, excuse me.
yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway,
so there we go. Anyways.
yeah, I took a
Um,
photo of Maria a couple days ago, and I'm like, her eyes are so like they're like teardropped, but like
yeah.
I know, like kind of
And
like
she's like,
down a
who does
bit.
she look like? And we were trying to figure it out, and it bugged me for
Like,
days because, like, I know who
yeah,
she looks like,
I'm
but
like,
why can't I
whose
think about it?
eyes are these? I'm like, I just don't know
Yeah,
if they're not mine. I don't think, anyways. But
yeah.
anyways,
And it
yeah.
literally took me just being on like Facebook, and I saw a picture of Auntie Yvette, and I was like, holy shit, I know exactly who she looks like. And then I found a picture of our Auntie Faye, who's passed away,
Yeah.
and her sister, our grandma Shirley.
Yeah.
They both look very much the same, and
Yeah.
they both have the
Mm-hmm.
same shaped eyes. So we're just
Same
like,
shape
holy
eyes.
shit,
I know.
that's
I talked to mom and
amazing.
dad about it today. They're like,
Okay, I was
oh,
gonna ask
mom's
if you
like,
did.
oh, yes. Like, she's always looked like Grandma Shirley. I was like, I know
And
she
that's
has.
true.
And I've said
It's
that.
true.
And we actually said, like, when I was not even pregnant with her
Yeah.
and Grandma was coming through saying, like, have a baby. And it was
Yeah.
like,
Time to
we
have a
always,
baby now.
it's time to have a baby now. And it was like literally like, what, 2 months? Not even 2 months later. It was like, okay, I
Not
know.
even. It just
Yeah.
literally kept bugging you through the cards. And I was like, it's not me, Jess. It's just it's grandma saying she wants to come
Grandma's
back.
very eager for a ride back. Although,
So
yeah,
we
I was
just
talking. Yeah, I was talking with
right.
Bev, Bev Lazar of the Empath
Yeah.
Sisters,
Who we talk about every time.
all the
Hi,
time
Bev.
because
We
she's
know you're
literally
listening.
it's like basic banter for witches plus Bev. Anyways,
Yeah.
uh, um, because I was like, I'm pretty sure Maria is like that is my grandmother's soul, like reincarnated.
Yeah.
And
Totally.
she had said it's not necessarily her, like, but it's her essence. So which I totally feel like it is, like mannerisms. I mean, it's hard because Maria's like, I don't know, 14 months or whatever it is, but
And
like
she's sassy. She's
like,
sassy.
she's sassy. She is here. Oh man, she's gonna be a ball. She's gonna be
She is gonna be a challenger. Yeah.
Force to reckon with.
She's gonna be in politics, or she'll be a lawyer.
Yeah. She will literally bossy pants. This my daughter.
Yeah. She might be her own CEO. She'll start her own company. She's like, you know what, guys? Only what I can do. No one else.
Exactly. Yeah, seriously. She's like, it's my way or the highway. Anyways.
Yeah.
That's my daughter. Anyways, yeah. So feeling really like, I guess going way back to it, but yeah, I'm still feeling like really jazzed. And it's funny when I think about like, because I was driving home from my sister-in-law's tonight, like it's a later episode for me here. My watch is, it's alive still. That's fantastic. It's 11 o'clock here. So usually I'd be like purring and like getting into bed. But I was like, no, I got the energy. Yeah. Bedtime is the best time. If I have not said this on the podcast, it is the best time. And there's no argument that you can give me that I will disagree with, or that will make me change my mind. Bedtime, best time.
Fair.
Best time. You're like, sure.
I just honestly, well, because so long story short, I'm not working, so I was like, I don't really know what bedtime is because I just crawl into my bed whenever I want.
I know.
And then I might be there for 2 hours, I might be there for 10 minutes. It just affects. And even when I want to go to bed at night, then I'm up being like, now I'm awake. What am I gonna do? Yeah. I don't want to sleep now that I've been cozy and being able to go to bed all day, every day.
There's some days where I'm like, I just want to go to bed. But kids are getting up earlier, which is good. Colin goes back to school tomorrow. Oh, baby. I'm so excited.
That's exciting.
I'm sure like every other parent. Happy. Yeah, I hope so. Like other parents, I know they know. They all know.
Yeah.
Like,
well, in Saskatoon, I think all the kids go back to school Monday still. So it's still a while.
My God. I'm so sorry to hear that.
So today's a Wednesday and then there's still a good couple days left.
Yeah. Yeah. I was chatting with one of Colin's teachers, like we're buddies. We were texting and like we hadn't gotten a chance to get together during the break or whatever. But she said, oh, it was so good, but went by too fast. I was like, no, it didn't. I said, I'm looking forward to seeing you again and to leaving my child at your door and being like, goodbye. See you in 3 hours.
Bye. See
Bye.
Ya.
I'm gonna go.
Yes, exactly.
Seriously. Yeah. You run out of things to do. And like they're just so hungry all the time.
Are they?
They just constantly they're bored and like, but like Colin goes, Red. He wants to watch YouTube. He calls Red YouTube Red. Or Grizzy and the Lemmings. That's a great Canadian show for parents who are listening.
Can you get it over there?
Yeah. It's on Netflix. It's called Grizzy, Grizzy. Also, is it ZZ or ZZ? I don't even know. I'm a very confused
ZZ Canadian. Is the States way to do it, and Z is Canadian.
Okay. Grizzy. Sounds like ZZ Top. Anyways, but it's better than ZZ.
Isn't there an L in there?
No, it's just Grizzy and the Lemmings. Lemings or whatever. Yes, and it's Canadian and there's no words, which is great if you don't want to like have to listen to anything.
When you listen really to it 24 hours a day and you just hear the giggles because Colin's laughing at all the antics.
The thing is, so we're either watching YouTube, which it's usually car videos or like not NASCAR, but like rally cars.
Oh yeah, or those two kids that are Ukrainian.
Vlad and Nikki. Yeah, I don't know. We don't like, he doesn't really watch them too much, but it's like Blippi or rally cars on YouTube, basically. Or Grizzy and the Lemmings on Netflix. And that's the only show on Netflix right now for him. Or Encanto.
Oh yeah.
Those are it. Those are our options. And I'm okay with all of them.
It makes me laugh so much that he's been obsessed with Encanto for at least a year since it came out. And like, God, he just dances at every opening.
He does. And he sings and he's like, Morning Abuelo. I'm like, Morning Abuelo. Like,
which is so funny because he's like, doors, floors, drawers.
Let's go. I know. Like, I mean, it's great. It's a good time. Anywho, I don't know what we're talking about. Anyways.
So today we are going to be going into the New Year post, which is something super fun and exciting that we've been wanting to talk for a while.
Yeah.
And that is doing tea leaf readings.
Yeah.
So if you have never had one done, I do know a couple people in Saskatoon that do them, and I know one
Yeah.
person that teaches how to do them.
Yes.
But yes, with tea leaf readings, we're going to go through kind of what they are. Jessica may
Yes.
be doing one for this episode.
Yes, maybe. Yes.
So
Very
yeah,
exciting.
Jessica's the pro. Actually, it's a funny story. I'm going to tell this one story before we begin.
Sure, go ahead.
So speaking of tea leaf readings, the last time Jessica did a tea leaf reading for me was in July. And
Yes.
I was, yeah, she had come over to my house and our friend Maddie was there too. And we were just like, let's do tea leaf readings and hot tubbing, blah, blah, blah. And so Jessica's reading me, and I've been getting the same messages for months being like, big change coming, blah, blah, blah. And like every card, everything I would pull, my pendulum, everything was just like, a baby's coming. And I just laughed and I laughed. Yes. And so I was like, yeah, okay. So Jessica read me, nothing really out of the norm. Yeah. Normal came through, read Maddie, and then read herself. And as soon as Jessica read herself, she's like, oh, there's a baby coming. And right away, Jessica assumed it was her. And she's like, I'm not ready for a third one. I'm still working through this other one right now. And the moment she said that, I was like, oh, shit. Like, am I reading I should probably take a test. Yeah. And the next morning, I was positive. So I was like,
it's about that time.
That's, yeah, exactly. 2 days later. I'm like, oh, shit.
I fucking love that. When your body knows, it knows. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so
that was like the wake up call. And I remember holding my face being like, oh God, that's me. But I didn't tell Jessica. But Maddie across the table knew immediately. And she asked me when Jessica had left, she's like, was that card reading for you? I was like, I think so, but I don't know. And so technically she's the first one who actually knew, because she asked me that night.
Confirmed. Yeah. Because remember, I read your cards like a month before. And you were probably just pregnant, probably just about like barely, to be, barely, just like the sperm's inseminating or whatever. Yeah. I know. Sorry, TMI. I don't know. That's the science or whatever. Inseminating. I don't know.
Oh God, Jessica, stop. I
know. Full of my science words today. But yeah, and you're like, now, and I'm like, well, Brittany, I'm like, you second pregnancy test. Anyways, doesn't matter. Anyways, so I'm like still warming up to doing tea leaf readings. Again, it's like a practice thing. I think when I first did them, remember I like put all the leaves in the pot and then poured out of the pot. And like there's like nothing in there. Clearly that's not what you're supposed to do. Anyways, it's trial and error.
But it took time. Yeah.
It was so funny. I like realized I'm like, where was my brain when I was starting this? But I think it was just it was a lot going on. So anyways, I'm starting.
It was exciting. We were going to the crystal shop every week. We were supporting Pam and the siblings.
Exactly.
And Jason.
Spending all my money on things that I don't need and ended up
literally
leaving at your house. So
yeah,
I did. Oh fuck! I gotta get my new stones out. Sorry, we all gonna get into the episode. I bought my first piece of malachite.
Ooh,
very excited. So
was it pretty expensive?
No, it wasn't. And it's like, I mean, it's like a decent size. It's not huge, but it's like a little one. I'm really excited. Nice. It's very beautiful. It's like a beautiful green swirly. It is. So full moon is in a couple days. I gotta get those out to charge, get everything set up here. I'm gonna do some fucking moon water this time too. Yeah. I'm gonna do it all, I think.
Well, because you can. What else are you gonna do? Wait for your visa? Just kidding.
Wait for your visa. That's not try. Thanks, Britt. I know. Oh my God. It's so bad, guys. I'm like the least productive person I have ever been in my life, because I'm like, okay, I have like some contracts in Canada, like we talked about like last episode. And like, so that's good. But like, you know,
it's floating.
But like, not like I'm asking for more like of those, but it's like.
But any stable income is nice.
I would love an income. That would be great. I wouldn't say no. Actually, Ryan and I were talking about that. He's like, when do you get it? Like, what are you going to do? I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, I'm not above working at a gas station, just like literally not be at home. Just go somewhere.
Just go to Tesco.
I don't want to go to Tesco's. I said, there's like a local, like there's a gas station that's like close-ish. I'm like, nice. I could work there. Or there's like the Kerry Inn, or the Kerry Way. It's called the Kerry Way. It's a restaurant. Like, nice. I don't know how I feel about serving, but I think I don't know. You know,
you
what?
don't necessarily have to serve though, but you could just do. You can be like, I want to be in the back. I just want to clean dishes.
I just want to chop your veggies. Does that sound great? I'd love to do your dishes. Could you fucking imagine? Like, I do enough dishes in this house. We have no dishwasher, guys. Like, again, like I've gone back in time. No dishwasher. I don't. And I don't know. I
You
don't
could work
want,
at a hotel too with the laundry there. I can't even fucking imagine what people do in
I don't want
hotel.
to know. I don't want to do that.
Disgusting. No.
But
So
think
you
about,
are
okay,
picky.
I'm picky enough because I'm like, if I need a job, I'll get a job wherever I can get a job.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. But like my
Yeah.
first choice, like I have no idea. I have no fucking clue. I'm like, it'll be like, oh, I can only work in the evenings and I only want to work like 3 times a week, maybe.
Yeah.
This
Retail?
is me.
What about Marks and Spencer?
They're closed during the evenings. This thing is I've
Oh.
also gone back in time where the evening hours don't exist. It's like, oh, 8 o'clock, everything's closed.
Wow.
We went to Tesco.
Crazy.
Was that, what day was it? Oh, it was Monday. Monday was the second. So I wasn't sure if that was like another, like, like the holiday day in lieu or whatever.
Yeah.
Tesco, which is a like Walmart of
Farm
sorts,
grocery store.
kind of like
Yeah.
it's like a Sobeys, you know what I mean? It's like it's got everything in it. They were closed at 8 o'clock.
Oh my God.
8 o'clock. What is that? We literally were walking up to the door and the guys were turning people away. Because we have
At
two
least you
children
weren't
and we
the
don't
only
get to
one.
go. I know.
Yeah.
But yes.
Maybe
So,
that was like special hours then.
yeah, who knows? Anyways, doesn't matter. Aside the point.
When she does get to work, she will be working. She doesn't know what she's going to do, but send her ideas.
Exactly. That's exactly that. Yes. So anywho.
Work at a coffee shop, damn it.
No, I should do something. I don't know. It's just a real different world over here, guys.
Just do something you want to do.
Exactly. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
It's super fun that you don't give a shit
Yeah.
about, that you won't care about quitting if you move back to Canada.
I feel like it doesn't matter. I only worked here for the discount anyways. No, just kidding.
But
There's nothing.
I
that
would. Starbucks.
again, there's no in Tralee, which is like
Yeah.
45 minutes away.
So
I would be spending more in gas to get there for
Oh,
each shift.
sad.
Be like, and
Fair.
a car, and so it'd be like, no.
Okay, so
anyways.
Costa Coffee.
Pastas. Yeah, we could do Costa. Anyways, tea leaf reading. Let's do that.
Yes.
Let's do
So we're
the
gonna
thing.
jump right in.
This is
That's
my
why
little
Jessica's
set.
all the time.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Do they all look the same? Do all tea leaf
Well, I
sets
mean, you
look
can
the same?
buy sets like this and similar. Like they're not all gonna look the same. Like this one's got some funky like scalped edges and whatnot. Typically it will be light. It will be a light cup so that you can see like the contrast of either the tea leaf pieces or coffee grounds, depending on which one you're doing. So yeah, so this is kind of what it looks like here. There's patterns on the saucer and then there's patterns in the cup there, working in a few different levels. So there's some right at the top, some in the middle, some kind of towards the bottom, and then right at the bottom.
Cool.
So yeah, but before I jump in everything, what is tea leaf reading? What does it mean? Tasseography is the kind of the long form of it, or tasseomancy, if we're into like, the mancy of it all. Is the art of identifying symbols and interpreting messages found in shapes and configuration of tea leaves. That's just like the background of it. But really, like I said, you don't need a whole lot of equipment for this kind of reading. So, with tarot, you need tarot cards or whatever. This is really cheap, really easy. You just need a light cup and you just need tea leaves or coffee grounds. And I mean, tea leaves as like loose leaf, not the tea in bags, because that's too fine. But like literal tea leaves. And that's all you really need. Everything else is like intention. Yeah. So we'll kind of get into that. So step 1, we're going to just fucking manifest. We're going to direct our energy into like, and set our intentions and our focus into the cup. So I think like as I kind of talk through the episode, I'm going to like brew myself some tea. Although it is black tea, so I will be up till the crack of dawn, but it's fine because I love you people.
Yeah, we're here.
Yes. Okay. So I just went to Nocturnus in Saskatoon. It's called Bridget's Brew is the one I went with. This is like a dark brew. Oh my God, it smells so good. It smells like vanilla. Actually, it reminds me of like the vanilla bean tea that we used to love at Moxie's, and it came in like the silk bag. Oh baby. So yeah.
So it's gonna be a delicious nightcap.
Really good tea. So I'm literally, I'm putting in about a teaspoon. Measure with your heart. I mean, the more leaves, the more, I don't want to say more messages you're going to get, but the more opportunity for symbols is kind of what I'm aiming for. So yeah, so I'm putting my loose leaves in there. So now I'm not going to do a reading for myself. I'm going to do a collective reading. So I personally am just going to hold it next to my chest without any water in it and just put my intention into the cup. So like
Mhm.
when we clear decks and that when we're doing tarot, we knock on it, we hold it to our chest, and we kind of so I'm just being called to do it that way as well.
Yeah,
So I'm doing my reading a little early, but we're just gonna because I need a few minutes
that's
to like
okay.
let us do his thing.
Yeah,
So anyway, so yeah,
that's
collective
perfect.
reading. What do
What
we
does
need to
everybody need
know?
to hear for the start of the new
Yeah.
year, 2023?
2023, just like a good like new year message, I think is kind of what I'm looking
Mm-hmm.
for. Something
Yeah.
for everybody.
Yes.
Yeah. And then I was super thrifty. I found a cup. I boiled some water. Oh my god, if I burn
Mhm.
myself, I'll be really pissed off.
Thrifty. Thrifty
What? Thrifty. I found a thermos.
in your house, not outside your house. You know what thrifty means?
Really
You
thrifty.
know what, guys?
You know
I
what,
think it's
guys?
up on the street.
It's outside. There's already hot water in it.
That's what Jessica thrifty. Like she does
Um,
not know what this word means,
you
but she
don't
uses it as
know.
if she does.
Yeah. So anyways, so okay, so now I put the water in there. I'm gonna let it steep.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna not spill. Number one, not spilling. There we go. Just gonna put on my saucer. I'm gonna put it right to the side here. Let it steep and we'll move on. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so I've reflected on what I'm asking, which is again like a general message or like a message or something that needs to come forward for you guys for 2023.
Okay.
So in terms of doing a reading, typically there's like I'm going to do it for somebody. You can do it for yourself, you can do it for others or whichever. The
Mhm.
querent is what we call that person in tasseomancy, which is like
Okay.
I was trying to get like the phonetic of saying that word, and it's like the plaintiff or like the person, the complaint, the compliant. I don't know what it is. But anyways, the person seeking answers. That is
Ah.
how we're gonna describe it. Okay.
Okay.
So
All right.
when it comes to this, again, I'm doing a general reading, but it all comes down to if you want a clear answer, you need to have a clear question. So if you were going to be going into this with like a specific question, you wanted like you know what I mean? Your answer is very clear. It's not a what am I gonna do? Or like a do you know what I mean? Like it has to be
Mhm.
like yes, no,
Yeah.
this, that,
Like
I
I
don't know.
need specifics about this. Yeah.
Exactly. So again, if you're going to do a general reading, you're going to get a general answer. It's not going to be spot on. So something to keep in mind for all forms of reading. So that could again go for tarot and this and that and the other thing.
Mhm.
Um yeah, so now I didn't bring a teaspoon because
That would be too easy.
that would be I have a straw that I'm just going to
I'm going to thrift the straw.
I got really thrifty. I found this straw in
You know
my
what? You
water
could
cup.
use instead. You're like, I'm my very own MacGyver, and I'm making things work.
I'm MacGyving it. MacGyving it?
Thrifty. I can't.
Thrifty. Okay. So, okay, hold on. I'm going to bring this back to my lip without spilling anything. Okay, hold on. We're going to do this.
Mhm.
I was prepared for this episode, believe it or not. Okay, so now just going to stir. Um, okay, so tablespoon. Sorry, it says sip and contemplate. So like, I mean, it's too
Yeah,
hot.
and
I'm
just
not going
think
to
about what the message. I'm
exactly.
not going to
I'm not
contemplate.
going to sip this yet. I'm not going to contemplate or sip. I'll stir. So
What a
yeah.
wild ride this
Exactly.
episode.
It's always, you know us, exactly. So yeah, I'm just gonna
Oh my
give it a little
god.
bit of a stir, give it a good mix here.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna sip and contemplate and be like, y'all, what do we all need to know?
Yeah.
And then so while I'm doing that, we probably have
Mhm.
like a few minutes to chat about something
Sweet. Okay,
before I can do a
I'll
reading.
yeah, you just focus on contemplating,
I'm just gonna sip and
slowly
contemplate.
sipping. Yeah, and okay.
Oh,
So
pause
something
before
just
you do
hit
that.
me.
You
Okay,
can
we're pausing.
if you have things that you want to put in your tea, like if you drink like with sugar and tea and milk, whatever, you can do that. That's fine. We'll not mess with the
It
thing.
doesn't wreck anything. Oh,
No,
good.
it doesn't. It is like enjoy your cup of tea or coffee because again, you can use coffee in this as you would traditionally. So yeah,
I like it.
yes.
And it's like a Harry Potter
I
Harry
know.
Potter
Just call me
themed.
what's her name? Professor Trelawney.
Yeah. Which
Trelawney?
is
Trelawney.
true. I don't know. It's funny. I don't know what Jessica and I were doing a tea reading months ago with our cousins. So stupid. But I was Jessica's looking at the cup for me and she's like, I don't know, it looks like a black dog. I was like, it's the Grim. You're gonna suffer, but you're gonna be happy about it. And then here we are being pregnant and suffering.
You're gonna suffer, but you're gonna be happy about it.
That
Exactly.
was the first tea leaf reading. And I was like, oh, we are off to a great start.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what the spirit. But it literally it was though in so many ways. Looking back, it's like, oh fuck,
yeah,
God, if we would have known.
I know. I've already realized I've probably added too many leaves to this tea because like every sip, I'm like. But I mean, but also there's enough in here that if I swallow like half of the leaves in there, like I know.
It'll be okay,
I don't
though.
know if you can kind of see.
Can you drink? Can you?
Oh yeah.
You can ingest tea leaves,
yeah? Oh, yeah, absolutely you can. They would not.
And whatever. Then YOLO.
Then YOLO.
Then YOLO. I can just see it being like in every one of your teeth.
Oh, that's why I'm like, it looked like Cotton Eye Joe.
Just taking a straw. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, that's funny. Cool. Okay. So I just thought of that right now. But
you're gonna suffer, but you're gonna be happy about it. That's my life.
Oh God. Anyways, yeah, it just worked out so perfectly. It was such a shit show of a night. It was perfect. Anyways, moving forward. Jessica and I were discussing just from how well that reading went yesterday and how we have another one coming up for our second winner this week. That we would like to start to offer readings for people that would like us to do a reading together for them with them.
Yeah.
So this is something that we decided to do, but we're going to be limiting how many people we see, and it's going to be 2 people only a month.
Yeah. I think that's like, I mean, I
think it takes a lot of energy.
We'd love to do more, but yeah, it is such an energy. You almost have it's like an endurance thing, right? When it's not something that you're used to doing, you kind of have to build up to it. So maybe at one point we'll do more, but at this point, I think 2 is like
enough. So we'll build a wait list and then we'll just go through and see what month works for everybody and go from there.
So yeah,
so it won't be
Oh no, I was just gonna say they're gonna be about an hour long, probably. That seems to be like, I mean, obviously, if it's longer or whatever. But you get us for an hour.
And we do a Zoom so that way we can record it for you, and you get to keep that after. Yeah. We'll send you pictures of the cards. If there was cards pulled afterwards, you can keep those as a reminder. But
I actually sent our gal like my notes too. So
oh nice. I wrote nothing down.
That's fine. I write everything down, as everybody knows. I always am writing things. So like I do like a cold read before. So like building up to our meeting, I do my card pulls and I like write my notes and whatever. So it's like chicken scratch, but like it makes sense to my brain anyways.
That's perfect.
Yeah, it worked out really well. Again, I'm like still fucking jazzed. I was like, oh, I can actually fucking pull cards. Oh my
God. I can do it. Thanks. Thanks, high self. But yeah, so that's something that just to keep in mind. And if you would like to know more, just let us know. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. We've been wanting to do it for people for a while. Jessica and I are both certified in tarot card readings, and we both really enjoy it. So if it's something that you would like, just to let us know, and we'll see where we have room for you. How's your tea?
It's fantastic. So I have about a tablespoon left. I probably have less than a tablespoon actually, but now I'm going to take it within my left hand, and I'm just gonna swirl it around. Look at all these fucking leaves. There's so many. It's insane.
No one can see. Look at this. Oh my God. That is building.
Like, I don't want to ruin this reading. I mean, like, let me just dump everything out.
No, remember how when you pull a card yesterday, you ended up pulling the same one 3 times because you didn't think it was good enough?
I know.
And
no,
maybe there's a reason why you put some.
Just I get that card all fucking time, and I'm like, guys, like this cannot be the only card on there that everybody needs to hear.
But this is maybe how your tea leaf reading has to go too.
Yeah, sure. I'm not taking any out with my hands right now. It was either I put it in my mouth and yeah, exactly. I only took out like a little bit. I put it on the lid of my water. My poor water is getting sacrificed today. Like now I just have a cup of water. What is this? How barbaric.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drink it. Ugh.
on the side. You didn't even get a straw anymore.
Okay, exactly. My straw has been there. Anyway, so okay, so I'm into my left hand. I have much less, so I probably let's go with like a teaspoon. Is that what I said before? So much? I don't know. I eyeballed it, and that was
You
probably
said
the
that,
wrong thing to do.
yeah, I don't know.
Anyways,
You said
so
follow, you should do it with your heart.
do with your heart, stir with your heart.
I thought, no, you didn't say stir with your heart. You said add as
Oh,
much as
measure
you
with your
want.
heart. Yeah, don't do
Yeah,
that
that's
because
it.
that's a wrong.
Because
I mean,
apparently she's, well,
yeah, well, okay, so yes, hold in my left hand and swirl. So like,
mhm,
swirl it from left to right, it says. So I would say in like a
mhm,
clockwise manner.
mhm.
Because I have to use my, hold on. Okay. So I think I'm just gonna sip a little bit more liquid and then we're gonna tip it over.
Cool. Grizzly is
So it's
just
okay that
joining
there's
us.
still liquid in it because it's just
Mhm,
gonna drain onto the saucer. So I'm gonna
mhm.
put my saucer on. Oh God. Blah. Okay. So
Always the
now
scariest part.
that
It's
is
like when you
probably
have to flip buns over, or like cinnamon
exactly.
buns, where you're like,
Exactly.
love of God,
Exactly.
don't spray everywhere. And you're
Well,
like, ah.
you have to like not measure the amount of fluid in there, but like if there's still liquid in there, that all of the leaves will come out of the cup, and that's not what we want,
Oh,
right? So
yeah,
that's where
that's
I gently flipped onto the saucer, and I'm going to leave for 1 minute. So we're just going to leave that over
okay.
there. And yes, so very cool. Yes, I'm excited to see
Mhm.
what that comes out for you. Um, man, I'm just like I'm trying to feel and see if there's like anything that I can get like before that. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Mhm. Mhm. What do you think?
adventure is coming up for me. So I don't know.
Cool.
You know what I mean?
Well, I'll find out as soon as you open her up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's good
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave for 1 more minute or whatever. Anyways, so before I do that,
Yeah.
before I tip it over, I'm gonna leave it for a minute and then I'm gonna rotate it 3 times. And I believe I'm gonna
Oh.
confirm which way I'm supposed to rotate it. The Cup of Destiny, the one that I'm using, does come with like a
Mhm.
handbook on how to do it if you aren't sure. But honestly, there's so many different methods to doing it. You can go online, you can watch videos, TikTok. There's so many different ones. So let's see. Da, da, da. No, I'm not too sure where it is. You know, when you're like, clearly there's something here because my brain is just like all over the place. So, which is
Okay.
great. Yeah. Great for you guys
So
when the
great.
message comes. But I'm like,
In the
when
meantime,
you're
you're just
going,
like, help. I need
exactly.
somebody
Yeah.
to help.
Okay. Let's see here. Circle. Da, 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 da. When you are ready, circle the cup 3 times in a counterclockwise direction. You can count each circle out loud. 1, 2, 3, or note them mentally. Okay, so that's probably been about a minute. I actually have no idea. I didn't time it, but
An Irish minute.
an Irish minute. My goodness. Oh, these Irishmen. Man, okay, I live in Killarney, guys, right? Or just outside of Killarney. And it is a disaster at this moment in time.
Why?
It
Does it
is
like what?
there's just been lots of drama. Anyways, I don't know
Oh
why I was
yeah.
talking about that. Okay.
I don't know why that was brought up either, but Irish
One.
minute turned into drama.
The Irish are going insane right now.
Yeah, they are pretty
2,
wild.
3. Moment of truth. Okay. I'll leave my saucer to the edge there. So
Mhm.
now reading the cup here, we are going to be starting at the top, which is I just poured all the residual water on my lap. I love that for myself.
Oh, good.
It's still pouring. It's great. We're just gonna tip it
It's
back a
still
bit.
pouring.
Exactly. So the handle is our starting point, and we work clockwise going up and down, right? So
Okay.
the ones that are gonna jump out to me first, basically, I'm gonna read top to bottom.
Okay.
So going around, there's a variety of symbols at the top here. So one
Mhm.
of mine, because I'm still learning, I'm not even going to attempt to do this blind. The first one
Okay.
is snake. Someone does not deserve your trust. Be watchful.
Ooh.
Do not confide in anyone you do not know well. If other warning signs appear, like the ace of spades and cross, keep quiet and guard your secrets well. And it does happen that the cross is also noted here as well. So I am
Oh, geez.
looking. So there is, oh, sorry. There's the snake over here. There's a little bud there. And then this is the cross
Okay.
over here. So the cross is a warning against overdoing it, taking on more than you can handle, or making impulsive mistakes by rushing things. Slow down and let a little go.
All right.
So keep that in mind. I wonder. Okay.
Wild.
Okay. Moving on to the next. I don't want to say phase, but like the next level.
The next level.
Where is it? Because again, like it works in there's the top, and then there's the middle, and then there's the bottom. There's obviously like a big thing happening at the bottom here, but we'll interpret that symbol when I get close to it. I just want to read around it first. So that looks like, so that's Mercury. Mercury is communication, conversations, travel, and knowledge. This should be a social, lively phase. So whatever's going to happen this year needs to happen. Yeah.
What?
Communication comes up. I'm sorry. I know this is what I mean. Like my brain, whatever needs to happen this year needs to happen. But no, it's social, lively. It is like you need to like take chances and take risks this year, I think.
All right. But don't talk to anybody you don't trust.
But don't talk to anybody you don't trust. No, I think it's just they say that careful. Like just guard yourself a little bit, maybe around some people that you don't fully trust already. Yeah. Maybe it's a support.
Not everybody has your back. Or maybe what they say will be really hurtful to you and where you're supposed to be going with your dreams. And if you feel that you trust this person quite a bit and their opinion does matter, it might deter you from what you're.
I think you're right there. I think it's like they say, my people say that it's always good to keep some stuff to yourself. And that's kind of what I'm getting from this is it's like we have dreams and ambitions in that. But it is yes, make sure don't guard everything. Also, total side note, I just noticed your microphone, your like little bitty bob is like facing away. This thing.
What way is it supposed to face?
It's supposed to be between you and like the mic.
This is what it does though. This is what it does.
I told you gotta twist the thing.
It like doesn't want to do anything. It never wants to do anything I want to do.
Anyway, there's no like, what is going on with your microphone? Anyways, just a fun little fact here.
Sorry if this is really loud for everybody's in trying to figure this out.
They know they've been here before.
POS.
They're still here. This is where I'm like, you guys have done it. Anyways, okay, so now is there more liquid that's going to fall out? Just a little bit more. That's fine. Okay, so now again, looking at this cup here. So we're going to take our time. So I am going to just slowly rotate this while dripping water on myself all the way around and see what kind of symbols I can gather out of that middle one. You know, I might be able to get a few out of here. It may be like a topsy-turvy one. At first glance, Britt, do you see anything?
I see a starfish actually.
A starfish is what you see. Okay.
Oh, I can't point
down there.
Stupid Brittany.
Down there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I thought I saw that too.
As you turn it to the side, I can see it.
Yeah,
I see. As it's funny, as I'm pointing, I decided to point at my computer as if you could see.
Exactly.
It's like right there.
It's this one down here.
Yeah.
Right.
So if you turn it a little bit more, then you can see it a bit better.
Yeah. Sorry.
Opposite.
Over
Opposite.
There?
Turn it all the way around. Yeah, there. Now I can see the starfish's head, legs. The one leg is doing a crook like this.
Like this guy here. Right?
Yeah.
With my fingers. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool beans. I like that. Okay. That's very nice. How nice. Okay. And I'm also interpreting that as like soon too. The starfish.
Ooh.
I don't know. I get that as like, and I'm going to read that as like a calendar year maybe like, or that's like, maybe not year because that's like too limiting. I think that our first adventure will be like overseas or over water. You know what I mean? Or around water. No.
Does it say anything about starfish in your book?
Oh, look.
And if it doesn't, I'll check my spirit animals.
Yeah, please do. That'd be great. Animals, domestic animals. This book is fantastic as well because it's like it's got all the suggestions. But again, like do not let this like hold you back from doing more. I
have it if you don't.
Yeah, I mean you can go ahead and I'll see if they've got something here.
Keep your senses open to new opportunities that are about to appear. Trust your intuition about which are the right ones to take advantage of. In spite of what others say, do things the way that you want, even if it's unusual or different from how most people would do them. There's no need to hurry, so take your time getting to where you need to go. In spite of any recent losses, trust that you'll fully recover and start anew. Someone in your circle of friends or family is in need of your compassionate understanding. Meditate on that felt connection to all that is and your place on earth in the cosmos.
Okay.
So
I think that's
that goes
fair.
together with like your other messages that you brought
Yeah.
up.
I also see like, I don't know, it kind of turned it another way. I kind of see like a man standing,
Oh, I see
seeing
a
with
rabbit
like,
from my age.
okay, we'll look at the rabbit as well. But like I see, to me at first glance, it kind of looks like a guy with binoculars, like his profile.
Yeah,
Kind of looking abroad, looking,
cool.
looking
Away, onward.
west, looking west. Um,
Ah,
I mean, that could be like a Western thing. It could be like, man, you could like dive into that because West can mean so many different things. It could be like the end of the day. It could be, do you know what I mean? Like, okay, am I
the
getting
end of the
any?
year.
Yeah, maybe. Rocks. I definitely see rocks in here too. So rocks are basically lumpy gatherings of tea leaves or coffee grounds. No fucking shit. Anyways, suggesting that energy
LOL.
energy is not flowing freely in some area of your life. There are obstacles to
Mm.
overcome. Oh my god, duh. Okay, yes. The seer, he's an onlooker. No, but like there's him
Oh,
looking over the rocks. Like, yeah, no fucking shit. There are obstacles to overcome. Someone or something is blocking your process. Think about circumstances or people that make you feel tired or dispirited. Yeah. And you will soon identify the culprit with and smooth your path.
mm,
Well, by confronting the problem, you'll be able to move ahead. Okay, definitely like a movement thing. This is
I
definitely
like it.
rocks and obstacles. Like I see that there is a bit of a blockade there. And we're
Okay.
like peering over it. Like I think we're like,
Mm,
that's my thing there. It's like, okay,
I like
I'm gonna
it.
see if I've got like a anything else here. Because that's not so far so good. I'm liking this way it's turning out. I hate doing like the book thing by me looking in
Okay.
a book to figure out what I'm doing, but
Well, but tea leaf reading isn't something that you do all in the normal, so it is
totally.
okay to
Oh
reference
yeah.
your
Oh,
book.
I'm not saying that it's like a problem. Oh, is that islands? No. No. These hills? No, that's definitely rocks. Um, definitely rocks. But if I were to do it more, and I think it's you don't even have to like use a book, right? It's like at first glance, I think, but you have to take
Mhm.
your time. It's not something that can be done quick. Sometimes with
No.
tarot, it's like actually I've been doing some like I'm researching all the time and like watching other
Yeah.
people practice and just kind of seeing, how they pull. And some people just
Mhm.
shuffle and like messages fly out and they read them like ba 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 ba. Like whereas I'm like, I just need to sit with it for a second and like read one
Mhm.
card at a time and then like get them all together, right? So
Totally.
that's kind of like this. It is a time processed thing.
Mhm.
Um, I don't know, I really enjoy it so far. I have like a
Good.
people thing. Let me just find my people. A head or a face. Um, I see a head for sure. But I don't want to read. I don't think that will work for this. Hand, arm, leg, a baby. I just see a whole ass person. I'm gonna see if I know it sounds strange, but I'm gonna find with like a hat. The hat, there's a hat. Of course, there's a fucking hat. Okay, a
Mhm.
hat means success generally, but usually signifies that you will be wearing a different hat, as the saying goes. This means a new job, getting married, or simply developing new skills or a hobby. The only
Mm.
exception to this interpretation is when a hat is accompanied by an initial or is actually on a head. Okay, so it is actually on a head. Then it
Okay.
signifies a visitor or guest who could make quite an impact on you. This may indicate a new romance, job, or friendship, but do not go
Ooh.
overboard until you identify other relevant symbols nearby. Okay.
Oh.
Which is again that
Good.
obstacle of the rocks.
That's cool though. That's nice that all the messages are flow together. That's how
I
you know
think
you're on the right
the
track.
right track. Exactly. Okay. I'm just going to take a minute with it further and see if anything else comes out. You cool with that?
Of course I am.
Yeah, and it is all about perspective as well. So basically, I'm
Oh
just
yeah.
rotating it in every different light. I'm bringing it further away from myself and bringing it closer. I feel like
Mhm.
from back here, like it looks like a truck,
Oh,
maybe.
okay.
Do you know what I mean? When we're looking at it like first glance, I don't
Yeah.
know.
I can see that with one wheel
See?
though.
Like exactly, like a pickup truck or like something like a delivery truck with one
One of
wheel.
those like Archie comic jalopies. How do they say that?
I don't know
Starts with a
what you're
J.
trying to say. A jalopy?
Jug. Yeah, I thought
A
that was like
jalopy? I
I
don't
have to look
know.
up the word because they would always say that in the comics. Get in the jalopy.
Get in your jalopy.
Should I
It's
have
probably
that?
so fucked.
Yeah.
Naturally, I have a
Jalopy.
car. I have a car, train, bicycle, boat, airplane,
Oh
but I
my
do
God, I did get it.
a
Jessica,
jalopy.
it's an old car that isn't working very well. So yeah, one wheel, not working not doing so
Definitely like a
hot.
truck. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna see.
Knew I wasn't crazy.
Okay, because this is
Oh, that's
okay. So
funny.
we're gonna go with car because or vehicle because I
Mhm.
don't have one for specific. So when a car is clearly drawn, it signifies a trip. If you see straight lines nearby, it will be a long journey, either for a long
Mm.
weekend or holiday. Otherwise, you'll just be traveling a little further than usual, perhaps to a neighboring town or outlying district. A poorly formed car symbol forewarns you about mechanical problems. It could be time to take your car for an overhaul. When the
Oh
initial
gosh.
accompanies the cart, denotes a visit from somebody I've been identified in this letter. But I don't think I see a letter near that. Just have to like get the
All right,
perspective
I'm just
person.
checking what Honey's destroying in the other room. Can you point it to me again? I want to see.
Mm-hmm.
I just see it without one wheel.
Yeah, I think it's
So
just like maintenance.
yeah.
I don't know if I want to say it's specific to car, but maybe it's a good time. I mean, New Year, maybe it's like a general time to like
Hmm.
get all your shit together and like,
Yeah,
review what you need to. Yeah.
absolutely.
Mm-hmm. So yes, in some forms of tea leaf reading, you can also read the saucer as well. Now keep in mind there's fluid on here, so don't like to go tipping it over. At first glance here, I won't be able to show this to you, Brett. I'm sorry. But I'll
That's
take a
fine.
photo of it for our episode.
Mhm.
Um, I got like a duck or like like when ducks are like leaving the water, they're like still in contact with the water, but they're kind of like elongated and their wings are out. I see a duck. Let's look at ducks. Let's have a look at them ducks. I've barely sang it all for you guys this episode. Did you realize that? As I just sang, I was like, that was the first time. Sorry about that, team. Brittany had a little malfunction, so she's a new scene. It's a ongoing thing.
Welcome to my kitchen.
Lovely. So yeah, I was just chatting about what I saw in the saucer, and I did take a photo of it. So while Brittany was figuring out her shit,
Always.
I was
Every
kind of like reflecting on it, and
time.
it's not what I thought. I thought it was like a goose or like something flying off the water, but looking at
Mhm.
other symbols and things that are similar, it's actually a vulture. So a vulture is a powerful
Oh,
bird, yeah, with great survival instincts, which has been respected and even revered in numerous ancient cultures. But it feeds on carrions, and is also a bird with negative connotations symbolizing enemies, difficulties, and unpleasant people in general. Be discreet now and keep your hopes and dreams strictly confidential. Somebody may be planning to benefit from your ideas or steal your job or lover away from you. So that ties back
my
into
goodness.
like the beginning where it's like, don't
Yeah.
give it all away. Like there's still somebody that you shouldn't fully trust right now. Um,
Wild. Okay.
guard yourself. So yeah, I was like, oh, that's full circle. I love that. Full circle. Haha.
Yeah.
So anyways, I was quite pleased with that. So I did I took some photos of the cups and I drew the
Sweet.
symbols. I was able to like edit so that you guys will be able to see what I saw.
Love it.
Yeah, I was quite pretty pleased with that reading. Again, it's like
Good. No, I love
it
it.
is like a quite a dedicated bit of time. I'm sure you could
Mhm.
do it faster, but it is meant to be something that you sit with and really like take
Which
time to
makes
reflect on.
sense.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like I love
No,
the
it
fact
makes
that like
sense.
every reading is like could be severely different, right? Because it's like let
Yeah.
the leaves fall where they may. Right. So
Well, that's it.
mhm.
I like it. Well, thank you for doing a reading for
Of
us and for the
course, yeah, it was
collective.
so good.
I
Yeah.
love it.
It's funny, we've been
I'll
trying to do this episode for like months. Remember, we like actually
so
recorded it in
much.
September, but we both hated the episode so much. We don't do that very often, but
Forget why we hated it so.
I think
Oh,
we
because
were
it was just
both,
fucking
it
gong
was,
show.
it was
You
like
were
a
in your
really,
kitchen.
it was a negative
Yeah.
space. It was just like we were not ready to
were
release this
unhappy about a lot of
episode yet.
things.
So yeah, I'm glad that we did it now. This
Yes,
was
me
good.
too. A new year. It's like a brand new message for a brand new year. And I
Exactly.
think a lot had come through that hopefully everyone needs to hear just for going forward for themselves. So, oh shit. Okay, I'm just pulling cards I chose from I haven't picked from this deck. Oh, that's fine. Before for this podcast. So it's my spellcasting oracle deck.
Fun.
And the card that I chose is the truth card.
Fun. Ooh, I like your cards. They're pretty.
They are, yeah. This deck is awesome. I should pull from it more. It's silly that I don't.
Truth.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just take
Can you pull a couple more? Is there any more in there for us?
Sure.
Sorry, I'm just thinking like there's gotta be more to that. There's gotta be more to the truth. Because like what is the truth about? Anyway, sorry, I'm like, you're the one reading, and I'm like, do more. There's more.
You need to do that.
Also, we were talking about this yesterday, and sometimes I get really bossy when I do my readings. It's like I'm lecturing people, and like, no, there's more.
Okay. My next card.
What is it?
Let's see if there's any more. One more shuffle to see. My next card was the commitment card.
Okay.
We'll see if there's a third one that's supposed to come out.
Truth, commitment. Oh my gosh, I'm like eager. I gotta know. This is from all of my like watching videos of people playing. Like, there's more. Give us the tea.
And do they pull more?
Yes, they fucking fly out of the deck. I love it.
This card.
TikTok, guys. It's all TikTok.
And this one is reconciliation.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's so cool.
Okay.
Truth, communication. Sorry. Truth, communication. No, commitment. Truth, commitment, and reconciliation. Okay.
Okay. So truth.
Where to begin?
To be honest, not only with others, but also with yourself. It's time to face facts. Otherwise, the truth may be revealed in a way that you may not wish to be. So better that you confess sooner rather than later to avoid a bigger confrontation than you can handle.
That bit at the end where you said like truth come out the way you want it to be, or before, what did you say? Could you just repeat it?
I said, the truth may be revealed in a way you may not wish it to be.
You may not wish it to be.
For the truth will come out, because it always does. It's better that you confess sooner than later to avoid a bigger confrontation than you can handle.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah. So it's like keep your wits about you and like own up to your shit, basically.
Well, and just like Jessica's message too, someone is hiding something from you. Admit the truth before someone else does. Live and speak your truth.
So that like made my heart hurt a little bit. I'm sorry if you guys are panicking right now. Do you know what I mean? Like it's like, you know, some people like get like scared of revealing shit. Again, we talked about this yesterday. It's like we're scared to like be wrong or fail or all that. Be vulnerable, but it'll be okay.
But there's a reason why it's coming up.
Exactly. Right? Obviously, that commitment. So I wonder if that is obviously that's hindering the commitment, but a reconciliation is coming from it, right? So once we have to clear the path.
Yeah, it says your dedication at this time is in question. Where you have put your heart and soul, where you have put your heart and soul into it, you have reaped the rewards and you have so much to offer. Your lack of focus underlines a fear of commitment. Something from your past is preventing you from making a choice, and the free spirit within dreads the thought of being trapped. So, it's just rethink your loyalty. Your dreams need focus. Commit to freedom. Someone pops the question.
A proposal
Obligations
of some sort.
do not serve. Yeah, rethink. Yeah. So interesting.
Guys, I gotta know the tea. Just spill it. I want to know it.
Tell us if this.
I thrive
if this
on your
connects with
tea.
you.
With my tea leaf reading, we need the tea.
So legit.
Lovely.
Reconciliation. There's something familiar in the air as your senses evoke memories that remind you of a distant recollection. You're being called to reach deep into your past as something relevant to today resides there. This card marks an occasion of connecting with loved ones, a celebration to bring people together, and an unexpected visitor. Someone who was lost to you has sought you out. It's time to dig out old diaries, sift through photographs, and allow yourself to drift back to those times gone by. So yeah, a shared song reveals love, a family reunion brings joy, an old flame connects via social media, a loved one is sending signals from across the veil, and yeah, reconnecting with spirit. So yeah,
Interesting. I like it. Dive in, y'all. Oh, I love
yeah,
that kind of reading where I'm like, ooh, my heart is all fluttery now too. It's like, oh,
it's like
it was like we're
hello,
scared, but like
but we got to do it
deep
because
breath, we have to push
there's
through.
good things coming.
Exactly. Oh, that's exciting.
Yes,
Oh my.
I like that
Very
very much.
exciting.
Sweet.
It'll open all the doors for you. Anyways, that's
Yes.
fantastic.
So
Well,
let us know if
yeah.
any of that resonates with you guys today.
Yeah, I'm so curious. That's great. Yeah. So you guys can find us on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Basic
Yes.
Banter for Witches. You guys can also, DM us there if you've got any questions regarding our readings that we'll be offering. We'll do a post about it, so you guys we'll post it later or whatever. And then you can always email us your questions or inquiries or whatever. basicbanterforwitches@gmail.com.
Woo!
That was so good.
Yay!
I think that was really good.
Thanks.
I love the
Yes,
messages
this
from
was
today.
awesome.
Yes. A different pace.
It's going to
I
be
feel
an
like.
amazing year. There's going to be so much like different and good change this year.
That adventure word is still sticking with me. So I feel like things are coming and it's going to be great. I think planning is also going to be really important this year, but yes.
Good things.
The things that we will do. Anyways, so yeah, we'll see you guys or hear you or talk to you next week.
Oh God. All right.
Doesn't that sound right?
Jessica's
we did it.
Gonna go to bed now.
It is. My watch is it's 12 o'clock. Fuck my life. Okay, yeah.
That's why you're going to bed.
Okay.
Okay. We love you guys.
I love you guys.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.